So when I met AC, everything changed. We talked for a couple weeks. He made the trip out to Buffalo to see me, to meet me in person. Fuck. I can still recall that day. Exact clothes I was wearing, exactly what he was wearing. I mean, he had me naked on the stretch table within like 4.5 minutes of being in the studio. And then we left, went to the museum, wandered around the museum forever, and I could have kept wandering. Stopped on Elmwood and got Mexican. And that's when I knew. I didn't know what it was, but there was a feeling that was so strong inside me. And I just knew, like, this is it. I didn't even know if I was attracted to him. We both agreed that we didn't want relationships. We agreed to be non-monogamous and uncommitted. We went back to the hotel and it was very average. There was no sparks, but it wasn't awkward, wasn't bad. It just was uncertain. It was very different than anything ever before. And I say that still, there's been nothing even close. Like, it didn't rock my world, but it wasn't bad. It was, nobody took charge. It was different than I expected and different than he expected. He left the next morning, and a couple days had gone by, and I had said to him, he's like, he said to me, I have nobody in my life that I can talk about this stuff with, Tab. And that's my favorite part about us. So I don't feel like I really need to physically see you. I don't physically feel like I need to see you again, but I'd rather have you in my life to talk about things with and like get to know and keep that friendship. I was like, okay. Actually, I think my exact words were like, "Ow, my ego can take that. That's okay." And from there, we talked and we talked and we talked and we compared dates. And then he made a comment. And the comment was something along the lines of, the comment was somewhere along the lines of the fact that he got married as a virgin. She was the only person he was ever with. And they really hadn't been separated, or they hadn't been separated for all that long. He was really genuinely just trying to figure things out. Like, so it was almost as if he was a 16-year-old boy trapped in a 35-year-old man's body. And at that point, I said, I get it. Got it. I do. That changes the game, though, because if I had known that, I would have done things differently. I don't take charge in bed. I don't take charge. But if I had known that, I would have. So here's the deal. I need a redo. And if you never need to see me again after the redo, that's totally fine, but I need a redo. We met the first time in March, and I believe our redo ended up being in May. The first redo got pushed back because the whole story for another day. Things not to say to the person you're sleeping with. Don't make comparison charts and notes. It doesn't go well. But anyways, in that time, him and I talked more and more. We got to know each other more and more. I began opening up about things I wanted things I'd never opened up to anybody about in my entire life, things I'd never told anybody. He was my everything at that moment.